Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another weekly ramble. I am your host, a very hungry and very tired ScubaSteveYT, and I'm going to jump into it. There's not been a lot of, well, there has been quite a lot of news, not much of it that I really want to go in depth with, so I'm going to do a general roundup, and let's see, who have we had in the news this week? It has been confirmed by both Jake and Logan Paul that they'll be fighting both Comedy Shorts Gamer and KSI respectively, and it will both be boxing matches, which is brilliant. It's going to be the biggest thing if both these fights take place this year, it's going to be the biggest fight of the year, both of them. The KSI Joe Weller fight was just the start, and this is just going to be absolutely fantastic for the YouTube community, for YouTube as a business, for Google as a business as well. It's going to look so good. We've had Vitali and FusiTube in the news, which is quite weird because they don't really hit headlines much, but with them hitting the news, they are at each other's throats. Actually, if you look at both their Twitter feeds, you can see them going at one another hard, and it's quite. I'm not going to say scary, but I'd say it's something. It's something, and it makes you think, what have those two gotten themselves into over the years for each other's sake, and the kind of ramifications that these things could have. There's one big topic this week out with YouTube, and it's mainly just been a big topic for us here in Scotland and Britain in general. Extremely cold and snowy weather from two storms. Storm 1, called the Beast from the East. Very weird, yeah. But it's because it's snowy, stormy weather from like Russia and Siberia and such, from the far east, like that, from the far northeastern areas of Europe. And then we have a storm that's more towards England and Wales. It's left Scotland and Ireland alone for the most part. It's called Storm Emma, and we've had snow here. For me, in my experiences with it in Scotland, we've had snow as deep as 3 feet, 4 feet, and that's something that we Scots are not used to. We're used to cold weathers, we're used to long winters, we're not used to 4 feet of snow over the course of 48 hours, 48 to 72 hours. And it's difficult to describe, really, because it's something we don't get every year. It's something we don't experience annually. It's surreal, to say the least, from my perspective. I mean, there was a point where I actually got called off work. I was told, don't come into work, just take the day off. Just here, have the day off. And to be honest, I was fine with that. Given how serious it was, it got into the point where the Met Office here in the UK issued its first ever red weather alert for Scotland. The storm, the Beast from the East, was that bad that the Met Office gave Scotland its first ever red warning, red alert for weather. that is something to take in mind. In terms of how the channel's going, moving back onto YouTube now, I am so surprised to see more and more people still coming in. At the time of this recording, I am less than 50 subscribers away from 3,000. This is just... This channel is growing quicker than I anticipated, than I could ever imagine that it would. It's just... I'm speechless. To an extent, I'm speechless. And if I want to go in depth into that, that's paradoxical, because how can you be speechless when the term of the prospect of being speechless is that you cannot find a word to describe an event or something or someone, but speechless itself is an adjective, which is a descriptive word. So you're being paradoxical. I'm being paradoxical. For some reason, that happens a lot with me. But yeah, it is so surprising to see there's almost 3,000 of you here subscribing to me. And the number is just continuing to rise. I cannot thank you enough. Sure, it's a small number, 3,000 people, given the fact that there's YouTubers out there with millions and millions of subscribers. Jerry Rig Everything, MKBHD, The Unbox Therapy Guy, PewDiePie with 60 million subs. I honestly, I know compared to them I'm small fry, but it is mind-boggling to see that I can still grow. And I love that, and I want to keep growing. Yeah. The dreams I have. Anyhow, I don't think there's anything else I can really say. I didn't upload a Nightcore this week because you had an entire week's worth the week before. I wanted everybody to let that week sink and let them enjoy the music a bit more. Okay? You should have a Nightcore coming your way next week some point. Hopefully Thursday or Friday. Till then, until next week, hopefully there's a roundup of news. Hopefully there's a story I can go in depth on. Hopefully there's a ramble I can jump in on. Until next time though, peace!